The Bridge Buddy, Bridge Buddy. It's the best little gadget that you ever seen. The Bridge Buddy, Bridge Buddy. It'll make your hippies feel like there's no squeeze. The Bridge Buddy, Bridge Buddy. The Bridge Buddy, made by Bridge Buddy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Michigan Great Outdoors. I'm your host, Jason Ostrowski, aka the Polack, and today I have for you the Bridge Buddy 2.0. So this is the second version Bridge Buddy. If you remember last summer, I believe it was last summer, I made a video on the Bridge Buddy. So a really cool product. You know, you put it in your bridge and saddle hunting, it's gonna kind of spread that bridge out, get that pressure off your hips. The problem that I had, especially last year, because I was a much heavier individual, is this wear here on the aluminum. So there was a bunch of wear on the aluminum, and while I didn't feel like it was not safe, I just felt like, you know, eventually for what you spend on this product at the time, I think it was over 50 bucks, you know, that was a little unacceptable. So kind of gave my feedback, made my video, and the owner of Bridge Buddy, he came up with a new design where he actually put some stainless steel inserts in here. So these inserts are going to protect against that aluminum wear and, you know, extend the life of your Bridge Buddy. So he reached out to me and said, hey, would you mind, you know, testing it out, seeing what you think, and then, you know, if you want to make a video, and that's what I want to do. So I'm out here kind of showcasing another company that, you know, took feedback, negative feedback, and used it to improve the product. Everything in, I believe, is still exactly the same. You know, you look at the design and everything, all the dimensions, I believe, are the same. Maybe the internal cutouts, this one almost looks a little bit bigger, but the overall design is the same. You still have the roller bearings in here. You can still use multiple bridges. I used Amsteel, I used the butter bridge, everything rolled through here nicely. But now you have these stainless steel inserts that's going to help extend your Bridge Buddy's life. I haven't had any issues with any noise. I haven't had any issues with these little, you know, these little inserts moving. I was kind of concerned with that when I got it. I was like, man, I hope these are really pressed in good, because I feel like, you know, when you put them under tension and put them under weight, they're gonna move. I didn't have any issues with any of that. So far I've been testing this thing for a couple months now, and really it looks brand new. Like, there's really no wear on it at all. Now, I do want to point out one thing that I noticed is on the Carabiner now there's wear. So that makes sense. If you take, you know, two different hardnesses of metals and you put them together, you're gonna get wear somewhere. I don't know the extent of the impact on what the wear on the Carabiner is going to be. Now, it's my understanding that most Carabiners in this country are made to a higher specification, like a 70-75 aluminum. I don't know, don't quote me on that for each brand. This particular Carabiner is a Mad Rock Carabiner I think I got from Eastern Woods Outdoors, and it did take the paint off it pretty good, and you can kind of feel a little groove in there. Now, I don't know, this is something we're gonna have to keep an eye on. I actually plan on using my Bridge Buddy this year. I'm gonna take it out hunting with me. It's so lightweight, it would be foolish not to take it out in the woods with me and just to try it out and test it. But I do think that we need to keep an eye on the Carabiners, and if there's a bunch of wear on the Carabiners, then I don't know where you go from here. I don't know, maybe you get some sort of Darylin inserts or nylon type inserts to put in there. But I'm hoping that this is just kind of the paint that's wearing off. But again, you take a stainless steel and you put it against a 70-75 aluminum, which one's gonna win? It's probably gonna be the stainless steel. So it's something that you definitely need to think about. They're calling it the Bridge Buddy Pro. If you go on his website right now, you can still see he's got both of them on there. I don't know if he's just trying to get rid of the old inventory, you know, and then, you know, discontinue that one or not. But there are two different price points. If it was me, I would recommend the more expensive one, just because I think it's gonna last longer. But again, you're gonna have to watch your Carabiners to see what happens there. I suppose if you wanted to, you could even try a steel Carabiner. They do make steel Carabiners. I mean, I actually just thought about that, you know, making this video. I have a steel Carabiner in my barn, so that could be interesting. Now, it kind of defeats the purpose because you're not wanting to add some weight, but again, it's really cool to see when mobile hunting companies, you know, if you make a video, maybe it has negative feedback, they take that feedback, they improve their products, and they keep pushing forward. I'm excited to see that from Bridge Buddy. Time will tell, you know, and give the verdict whether or not the wear on the Carabiner is excessive or not. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool product. You can check it out, I believe, at bridgebuddy.com. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you memorize that song. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.